Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On play action, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And a tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. When you look at this defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McClain. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and
2. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Play action. Now Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run this one in. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they'll shift things around. He'll try again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown Bears. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bills nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
You look at this Bears defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
It's fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On play action, here's Williams. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Touchdown! A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bills nothing.
The the Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen. Quick slant, caught by Moore. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, tight. 56.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. McClain. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw is Williams. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Adonai Mitchell from 17 yards out. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
The Bills take over.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Christian Gonzalez up to make the play.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now a 2nd and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And got his man complete. Now inside the 25, and down to the 16-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. 81 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Tapped forward by Allen on the jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into.
Really? And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills get a bit closer.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Bills 7.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
What is up? Vegas!
In motion left, that's Jackson. Right back to him on first down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
To the air, Williams. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready? Pat the 60, pat the 60. Tilt it, tilt it, tilt it, tilt it, tilt it. Ready?
This one to about the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
What is it on?
To throw, it's Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrison. And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
11 more yards. That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Tip it.
That's to the right side, caught by Burden. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll go play action here with Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Bill 7.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing now is Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And again, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
319. What's that?
Allen going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Allen now looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's a 2nd and 5. In motion right, that's Harrison. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll be out right at the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now 2nd and 5. Throwing is Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
What is on up? Yeah. Vegas! Punch forward!
To throw, Williams. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Ready, set! Yeah. Tempo. Vegas! Punch forward!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 51 yards. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Bears 34, Bills 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they go. McClain fights through and now a crease. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
48-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff up the middle. Jet, and a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the left side. McClain. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. And they'll go on the ground. A beautiful fake. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Bears, 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Bears.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll go with the ground attack here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. McClain still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, McClain. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bears 41, Bills 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Alert, alert, alert! Off 52. What's that?
Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run on first down. McClain. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Second down and 6 now. Now a handoff up the middle. Jet. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Williams. A quick throw there is incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bills 10.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Five wide.
Now Allen. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Cook up the gut. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, got to have this one. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
What is it on?
Up the middle they go. Jet. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
What is that?
Here's Allen. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Shamar Turner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Movement. Ready, set.
On 1st down, McClain. And bulldozing his way through. Still going. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Allen. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Bears, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.